Wind that. Okay, let's fuck it. Let's
Let's fuck it. Let's fuck it.
Let's fuck it.
Keep that for the intro.
Welcome to the You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys. It's Greg and Joe. You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 196 of the Wilson Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined as always over the Skype waves by
Predictably Joe Jackson.
predictably Joseph Jacksonville. Hello.
Hello,
How
sir.
how is oneself?
One is fine. One is well. One is present.
One is here.
Content. It's just good. Yeah, good times all round.
Good times all round.
How is one's self also?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not too bad myself. Not long just got in from work.
Nice. Yeah, we're doing this a little bit earlier on a
Doing it
weekday,
about
aren't we?
3 hours early than we usually do.
I know.
Which is good. It's good.
Always a charm.
Yeah.
We like
lovely
to experiment with different times and
times.
days and stuff. So
No, I'm doing well. To those who listened last episode and could hear I was dying through most of it, I feel a lot better now.
oh god, yeah, that was some illness, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My
God.
entire family had it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So obviously we've just had Christmas and everything, and
Yes.
So my sister and brother-in-law and I said niece and nephew were all supposed to come over, and they all got this winter virus.
Ugh.
My sister and niece got COVID, and then my
Damn.
brother-in-law and nephew got just this horrible cough and head cold, and it sounded terrible. I thought
it all going on, yeah?
I was getting it, but I coughed a couple of times, then I was fine.
Oh.
So once again, after having the shit knocked out of me by COVID, I've gone back to being somewhat immune to certain diseases.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's done the rounds again, hasn't it? Oh, COVID. My
Oh,
mum had it
Lord.
Christmas Day, so
Yeah,
that was a shitter.
such a shame, man. Such a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah, that was a real shitter, because this was like year 3 of us not being able to go over there.
That's it.
Because it was COVID last year, Mum was going through chemo, and Jenna had chicken pox, so we couldn't go over and make Mum ill. So
What will
we
it be
go-
next year?
and then this year, bloody COVID on the morning of. I
I've
couldn't
got
believe it.
I've got my money on a flood stopping you next year.
Oh God, Jesus, that wouldn't be good at all.
That's all right, because you're at the top of the hill, so it's fine.
Right, so we are now into 2023. It's what,
We
the
are.
third or the fourth today?
It's the
fourth.
fourth.
The fourth. Jesus Christ, fucking hell!
It is
And
the
it's-
fourth.
What a week! What a start to 2023 already.
Yeah, a lot has gone on.
We've had what, 2 snow-based vehicle incidents?
Apparently, yeah.
like one life taken and one life threatening.
I know.
Insane.
I really haven't been looking too much at my social media so far this year, so I'm literally just getting everything via the group chat.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of it from there as well.
Fucking mental. What was it? Jeremy Renner was in some like ski quad. Fucking...
He tried to stop he tried to get his car out or something, and he used his little snow plow, whatever it was, and he got out of it and it kept moving. So I think he tried to jump in it to stop it and ended up running over his leg or something. Literally almost died.
Very, very close to being a bit of a Brian
I
Harvey
was
potato
thinking that.
scenario.
I was thinking that.
I want a band. That's a band name. That's it. That's the Brian Harvey potato scenario. That's my new band.
A guy at work was telling me how when he was in hospital after having quite an accident, the doctor said, Brian Harvey's on the ward.
Oh, fuck off.
And apparently he was like, oh yeah, we almost lost him.
Shit. Wow.
I don't know what that means in life, or he wandered off. I don't know.
We nearly lost him. No, Brian, stay another day.
Stay God. God, I got so sick of that song over Christmas.
Oh, did you hear it a lot? Did you?
Oh, it was on the radio all the time.
Oh, mate, we managed to find a radio Magic FM or Magic Radio, whatever it is
Yeah,
renowned for doing just like they play all through December, just nothing but Christmas songs, and it is enough to make you murder people. It's fucking
it's
too much. But if you switch over to like Magic Soul, you kind of bypass all the Christmas bullshit.
Yeah,
they
weren't doing that.
They haven't got enough fucking songs that of like soul singers that are Christmas based.
Thing is, some people wanted the Christmas music, so it was a tough.
Those are my least. I fucking hate those people.
Sorry. Christmas music on. So yeah, I heard that song a lot, and it really, really annoyed me. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So then we had Jeremy Renner have this, and initially he almost died, and his neighbour like saved his life by like.
I
think maybe the old belt or something over the leg. Like...
The old belt over the leg.
I don't
know what I'm doing, Jeremy. Is this helping? I don't know. I saw this in your movie. Does this do anything?
I saw this in your movie. Stop shooting me with arrows. I thought the arrow could block the wounds.
It's making it worse.
You need that shaving foam stuff you guys use. Don't you just go get some shaving foam? That'll help.
Just standing over him with another Gillette.
Yeah.
Just like, is this Jeremy?
I could only find the one that had the barbershop. She had water too, so you got the brush and you're like dabbing it in water and rubbing it over and like dabbing it over the wounds. Don't worry, don't you die on me, Renner.
Do I shave it as well? I don't.
Yes, 911. Don't worry, I'm shaving the wounds. What do you mean? What do I mean?
Yeah, I just like the idea and just felt. Is this helping, Jeremy? Oh, he's passed out. He's not conscious.
Well, I'm going to use your belt and I get blood over mine. But anyway, yes, of course, we had a speedy recovery.
Yeah,
and then we had was it Ken Block?
I wasn't too familiar. He's a rally car driver apparently.
Yeah, he's got his own
race driver
as well. Yeah, Ken Block. Yeah, he was killed in a snowmobile accident.
Fuck, man.
Like.
Make a joke out of that.
That's fucking insane, man. That's insane, isn't it? Oh, no, I wouldn't make a joke out of that. That's horrendous. Holy shit.
Yeah, no,
but
it's
just so bizarre to have, like, these two... I suppose not really. It's snowy over there. They probably have loads of accidents. It probably isn't that bizarre at all. They probably have a massive...
Probably quite common.
In snow plow and snowmobile-related accidents this time of year. So maybe it just
probably...
sounds weird that it was two known people and it'd been pretty bad accidents. Life-threatening and life-taking.
It's a very common accident, but people just assumed that celebrities had more common sense. So, but of course they don't.
No. Well, I think the guy really was a snowmobile accident. I don't think he was trying to get in it as it rolled away like Renner was doing.
Fucking
Renner. Not very Hawkeye
Have a day off, Renner.
Have a day off, mate. Come on.
Tuck it in, Renner.
Weird start to the year.
Very, very, very strange. And when we get a little bit into it, I'll be also telling you about another strange story that's happened this year already.
Yes,
but we'll get into that in a moment.
We'll get to that. First of all, how was your new year?
It was. I didn't go out. In the evening, I didn't go out. We actually all ended up meeting up for lunch on New Year's, didn't we? You say New Year's or Christmas? Sorry.
New Year's.
Have we discussed Christmas?
No, not really. Briefly a minute ago.
How was Christmas?
You didn't get
cool.
sick.
Good. Cool.
Christmas was nice. Yeah, it was alright. I mean, I didn't get to go with my parents, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
Indiana had a good one.
Excellent. And you know what? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But New Year, we kind of all obviously Ed and Sarah were off seeing Ed's parents and kind of her parents, and obviously you guys were seeing your parents, and I was at home with my parent. So that was kind of all sort of set. But also we just didn't have the time really to sort of like meet up for any kind of sort of Christmas jaunt, if you will.
Yeah.
So we all met up for lunch on New Year's Eve. And went to the Wagon and Horses and had a bit of food and that, and it was actually a really nice afternoon.
It was really nice.
I had a really good afternoon, and it was like I hadn't seen Lizzie in ages.
No, it was nice,
and and just nice to see sort of like Ed and Sarah out and about and with
it's been a while.
Willow as well.
I hadn't seen Ed for ages.
The fucking photo of me holding Willow, it looks like I'm about to drop her. But also, as I said after seeing it, I was like, that's exactly how I held a koala.
yeah, for sure.
Just like hand under bum, hand on back, just like...
Don't give me chlamydia.
Yeah, don't give me chlamydia.
Wasn't that a thing with koalas?
Apparently so. Yeah, I think I think if you suck off a koala, you get chlamydia.
Right.
I think
Wasn't that how they explained?
That's how they
someone
found
from
out.
One
That's how they
Direction
found out,
having
Greg.
it.
That's
Wasn't
how
that,
they
how they,
explained.
wasn't that how they like officially explained someone from One Direction having it? Was based they got it from a koala or something?
Well, that's a conspiracy theory that we need to look into because that sounds interesting.
It was many years ago.
It was a really nice afternoon in the pub.
Yeah, it was nice. So yeah, we did say we possibly were going to podcast New Year's, but we hadn't seen Ed for a while. He was free. Sarah, and Willow were now all COVID free, so it was nice to go see them. It was a rare Saturday I was around, so it was. Lizzie was meant to go to Portsmouth with Indiana that night, but that got cancelled, so she ended up going to her mum's, and I had Lewis come over in the evening, who I hadn't seen physically seen in the flesh for a long time. So it was good. It was good just to have a little catch up and hang out.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I literally got home at about 6 o'clock after the pub and fell asleep for 3 hours. So
I left the pub, and I was trying not to get too drunk because I knew I was going to be hanging out with Lewis in the evening.
Sure.
I still left quite tipsy and buzzed, so I still had 4 beers and 3 whiskeys.
I had a big old buzz on, but I've just lost the ability to day drink now. I say that. But I mean, I've basically I've spent so long now just drinking Jack and Coke that it's pretty much the only fucking thing I can drink now. Cider just absolutely destroys me now. I blame lockdown.
Gagging of water.
Yeah, yeah, like I've got fucking rabies or some shit. Apparently, that's the thing.
I did alright. Mine lasted. I got home and was still quite felt good and I was still going. I think I went to bed at 2 a.m.
Oh, get you.
I was still drinking a beer then. I kind of kept.
I woke up at about 9:30, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, not bad." And then I proceeded to then drink again.
Nice, yeah.
So yeah, I had a couple of drinks and bought in the new year in my garage, having a spliff and listening to Spotify.
Nice, yeah. We were going out for suits in the garden and that, and then just having beers in the kitchen, and then we eventually moved and sat in the living room and watched TV and stuff. But yeah, it was good. It was a nice chilled evening, and like I say, I felt pretty good for it.
I did not miss going out.
No, I was not. I missed kind of having you guys over, but it would have been weird this year because obviously Willow was too young, so Sarah and Lizzie would have been inside. We would have been inside. It was also raining, and it would have been.
Indiana would have been outside with the lads.
Exactly, and it would have been. It was raining pretty much all night.
Yeah, no, I've actually said that obviously. I mean sort of out pub out sort of thing. I've thoroughly enjoyed coming over to yours the last couple of years and just hanging out by the fire. Resting my chestnuts on your fire.
Roasting me chestnuts on your fire. But yeah, so it was a nice chilled one.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Getting old and I'm fucking fine with it.
When I got up in the morning, Lewis was like, "Oh, sorry if I woke you at 4 this morning." I was like, "Why?" No, I didn't hear anything. He's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "I ran upstairs and was violently sick in your toilet for half an hour."
How did you sleep through that?
I must have been out of it, mate. I must have been. I mean, I was. I woke up a couple of hours before my alarm. Then you just drift in and out for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was really which is good because I probably sweated a lot of the booze out.
Nice.
And then I had to be at work at 9, so I left mine not long after 8. But anyway, I felt right. I think I shouldn't say this because I drove there. But when I got to work, I was like, maybe I'm just still a bit drunk because I don't feel bad. I feel fine.
I thought you were going to be just when I got to work, I had 2 little miniatures that I sank. Just before work time.
But mate, by the afternoon, I was feeling rough as fuck, man. I was feeling really fucking rough.
Oh, it was a lay down and do nothing day, I can tell you.
I did feel pretty and there was an opportunity to almost go early because it was so quiet.
Oh.
One of the managers was like, "I'm going to send some people home. Would you be interested in that?" I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "It would be unpaid," and I'm like, "That's fine. I'd love to go." He's like, "You seem like you're struggling." I thought it was a done deal, but no, it ended up being names in a bag in a hat. And we all
I mean, that is the fair way to do it.
Some said, yeah, but I was led to believe that I was definitely going, so I was yes.
Yeah.
And then this happens about an hour later, and I picked staying and I had to stay. And mate, like 7 people left, and I was just like, "Damn it,
mate!" Brutal, absolutely brutal.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it went quick. There was only 2 hours left. It went quick, and I was out dead on time. But I thought was feeling fucking rough, man. But I wasn't sick.
Oh damn!
At any point. And if people who drink with me know that, or used to, well, but not so much now, but when we used to go out to the pub a lot, I used to go phases of being sick a lot. Like every night we'd go out. At some point, I'd be sick. Not all, I'd go through like I'd do that for like on and off for like a month, and then not do it for like 6 months, and then it would just happen again.
But the thing is though, like there have been times where you've been like insanely blasé about vomiting, like to the point that you'll be in conversation, turn away, throw up, and then start the conversation again. Just like, where was I? Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, that is bad. Just nipping out for a tactical sick.
Because like this is the thing is like I hate I hate throwing up from booze. I hate it because I know like the hangover.
I don't enjoy it.
Awful. No, I'm obviously no one. It's not like a kink of yours. You know what I mean?
Oh, but so it gives you a worse hangover.
It gives my hangovers are so much worse if I throw up from puking.
Wow!
Awful.
Oh wow! But mine are usually not like better.
No, it's bad. I've had some
like
I've been one of the worst. Sorry,
if I've been just right. No, if I've been really really sick. The night before, I've thrown up loads. I usually don't feel too bad the next day. It's not always the case, but I definitely don't feel too bad. So I've got it all out. I'm usually starving.
I mean, the theory is
after especially if I've been sick after eating a kebab. If I'm sick after a visit to Eden, not saying Eden food makes me sick.
No,
it would be a combination of all the booze combined with the shoving
the spice.
It's essentially a tube of chili meat down my throat.
That's it. You fucking dirty bastard.
Sometimes there's a bit of a chain reaction.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Armstrong.
Sitting on that wall around that car park.
Yeah, man, it's gone now.
Go to the spot. It is gone, isn't it? I walked past not long ago. It's sad to see it's gone. The spot.
Apparently, it's how well. I mean, you can't have a fucking haggard wall right next to a now wonderful fucking landscape of tall buildings and fucking shit.
I remember years ago many years ago, getting one with Ed and then assuming he would come sit on the wall. And we started, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "We're going to sit at the spot." He was like, "What, go sit on the wall?" "No, mate, I'm going home."
The concept was lost.
Oh, well, I was like, "Oh, right."
Oh, all right, see you later. I'm staying here.
I think I did. I did stay there. I did stay there.
Commitment, mate.
I'm not holding this all the way. I'm not staying holding this all the way home on the bus.
I remember you talking about it previously, and then you and me were going to go and get food, and was like, "Yeah, we'll go to the spot." And I was like, "Oh, he's taking me to the spot."
Good spot, man.
And I was just like, I can see why.
I'd go with a whole Jack, like a whole host of people.
Mate, me and Jack went there once.
Yeah, it was a good spot. It was a good place to just go eat your food before you got the bus home.
Yeah, good times. Very good
I liked
times.
it there.
Because obviously the theory on hangovers is obviously if you go to sleep and you got all that fucking booze in you, you're gonna feel awful in the morning. But if you chuck it up, you feel better. Nah, I feel fucking awful if I throw it up. I don't know what it is. It's fucking just one of the worst.
Maybe you're just really dehydrated as well. Maybe
it's you know what? I think out of everything, the dehydration probably does it. But like I distinctly remember having so like this is like these hangovers have changed how I drink as well. Right, like, that's how fucking bad they were. So before I would like where I was like a cider drinker, I would have cider. Or to like a certain extent, and then I'd switch over just because my taste buds were changing.
Sometimes you get full up on bloated on cider and beer.
Yeah, exactly. So then I'd switch over to like whiskey, which doesn't help. But also, I wasn't always fucking vomiting from it. I had one fucking night I went out after work to meet some friends who I had from an old job. And we were out, and I drank nothing but cider. And then I drank like some fucking flavoured ones, like those Strawberry Brothers ciders and shit like that. Which is literally just like sherbet. It's so fucking sweet. It's just like Ribena, but like you fucking neck it anyway. And the next day, I woke up about an hour before I was supposed to be at work, threw up at my house, threw up at the bus stop, got on the bus, threw up after getting off the bus, threw up when I got to work. It was just constant, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm actually dying. So like from then on, I ever at any one time you'll ever see me have 4 ciders. No more.
Wow, okay.
I'll never have any more than that. If someone buys me a cider after I've had 4, I won't fucking drink it. Like I can't, because that is like also what came with all this vomiting is a headache that fucking crippled me, man. It was like all at the back of your head, so it sort of like feels like it's pushing your head down.
So to be fair, those kind of hangovers I've only experienced a couple of times, and it was cider.
Yeah,
summer ciders.
I think it is. I think
that's
cider
not a brand. I just mean summer ciders by ciders in the summer.
Delightful. But there is a fucking horrible headache that comes with it as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I've seen like Joey Kendall, big cider drinker. I've seen him smash like 13 pints of cider, and I don't know how he's still alive, because it's just like that would just like I'd be dead. It's
you
like,
would always see it in Kingston in the summer, the people that had too many ciders by the river, and it'd always be cider.
Isn't it mad?
They're just because it just goes down easy, and then you're just fucked.
That's it.
Especially in the fucking summer, it's hot. I'd nick loads of cider.
Then you get on the gins, and then you're really fucking in trouble.
Then you're really fucking in trouble. Which one the gin? Jesus Christ! That's the only time I've seen you throw up from drinking.
Mate, so bad. It was so bad.
Only time I've ever seen you sick from drinking.
So awful. Wait, did you see me be sick as well?
Yeah, you were sick outside the front. Oh, did I see you, or did you message to say you were sick? I thought you were sick outside. I thought you were sick very early outside, but I could be wrong. Maybe you messaged.
As well.
Okay, maybe I didn't see you, but I've been aware of you being sick from drinking.
Oh.
And it was one of the rare times I wasn't sick from drinking when I've been drinking something all night other than beer.
But we were both very, very pissed.
Oh, well,
that was the last thing I said to you. I was just like, Greg, I'm so fucking drunk, and then just turned off into my road, and then...
Yeah. I was a bad fight. Oh, yeah, thank God you were only around the corner then, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank Christ. If I was living where I am now, I would have just laid down somewhere and be like, fuck it, I'll deal with it anymore.
They put down the marquees the next morning and you're in there.
Yeah, I don't care. Just
I've been here all night.
In some bush somewhere, just be like, oh God, this feels terrible.
Well,
yeah.
There you go. Hangovers, people.
Hangovers, people.
Should we go into Geezedropping? I've only got one. I think you've only got one, so it's gonna be a short Geezedropping.
Yeah. Nothing's been sent, has it? Or if it
the only one I have has been sent. If I've missed any ones, I'm sorry, but this one was sent.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, Geezedropping.
Geezedropping. What did you hear? Tell us, and we'll read it out of our context. Geezedropping. What did you hear?
Having a listen.
That was completely different. I liked it. Shorter.
It is. I feel
coherent.
I threw you off guard by going Geezedropping.
Yeah, it was more coherent than usual.
Well, I'll tell you what. You do yours first, if it's a sent in one.
Okay, so mine's from Tom from Anywhere But Here podcast.
Tom.
Which finished, but probably isn't finished. I'm sure we'll come back at some point.
Well, we still have to get them as well. We also have spoken to them as well in regards to us being on their podcast, and
them being on us. We've been on theirs.
Yeah, no, we've been on theirs, but we have to get them both onto ours.
Yes, 100%. Maybe there'd be something to do for episode 100. I know that might not be exciting for everyone else, but it'll be exciting for us. We'll see. But anyway, this Geezedrop from Tom. This Geezedrop's very funny, but you have to hold off until I give you the retort that follows the actual Geezedrop.
Right.
Okay. There's a follow-up line that's very the icing on the cake. So,
okay.
From Tom, girl at bar at his local, talking to her 2 friends. I'm thinking of doing an outfit a day for 2023 on TikTok. And Tom turned to Joe and just said, "Isn't that just dressing yourself?"
Yes, that's exactly it.
Doing an outfit a day for 2023 on TikTok.
This shit is like my least favourite thing on TikTok, because there was this guy who would haunt my feed. And he had this fucking, mate, every day I saw him, and he's such a cunt in it. And it, so he was this dude, like he was pretty generic, but he had this tattoo on his neck and chest that was almost like a maze, right? But like a maze in a newspaper, like a maze.
So you cut out then, and all I heard you say, you cut out then, and then this is what I heard you say. He had a tattoo on his chest, maze in a newspaper. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
He has this tattoo on his neck and chest that looks like a maze, but like a drawing maze that you do in a newspaper or a fucking puzzle book.
Wow, okay.
So it's all just like dark just black
lines,
thick lines, all like yeah. But it's like he'll be getting himself dressed, but whilst like telling you a story about his fucking travels in like Napoli. And he'll just be like, we got to our destination as the sun was setting. Like, putting on a shirt, and it's just like, we drank the clearest waters from the nectar of the god. And I was just like...
He fingered my maze.
I hope that you get hit by the rustiest, broken fucking car, just so it doesn't fit your aesthetic, you fucking cunt.
Oh, my God. And he just gets dressed every day. I mean, obviously, we all get dressed every day, but he just films himself getting dressed every day is actually the question I was asking.
We all get dressed every day, but not everyone's filming it like some fucking egomaniac. Like,
yeah.
These
Fair
fucking
enough.
people. It's terrible. Fuck them all. It's the worst fucking thing. Off to
How
a flying
dare you
start.
call me by changing? I mean, you shouldn't really be calling anyone by changing, but interesting.
We're off to a
Pardon me,
flying
I haven't
start
got my
in
pants on just yet.
2023.
I haven't got my trousers on yet. I'm so angry, I've not put my trousers on yet.
I bought these underpants at Harrods one day when I was feeling depressed and lonely about my existence. Fuck off!
The soft satin material brushes lovelyly against my skin. I feel like I'm slipping into a nice glass of Chardonnay every time I put them on.
It's exactly what it's like, though. It's just like these people are just like, how self-absorbed are you that you think everyone gives a shit about what you're fucking wearing? Like, dickheads, man.
Yeah, I do avoid those ones. This cute little top from blah blah blah. This is from here. My trousers from here. I don't care. But there was an audience because there's a reason they're popular, I guess.
Yeah, it's because everyone's
TikToks.
a fucking idiot.
It's true. I mean, there are lots of fucking idiots out there. But you know, who am I to judge who's the idiot and who's not? When I'm most likely they're probably sat around going, "He's a fucking idiot."
Yeah, but
Greg, he's wearing a top with Star Wars on it. What a fucking idiot!
Yeah, but you're not flaunting the fact that you're wearing a top with Star Wars on it. You're just wearing it. It doesn't matter. It's just the things you decided to wear that day without any kind of like.
I'm not filming myself.
Need for fucking. I'm so angry. I've forgotten words, Greg.
So let's look at. You were saying about the crazy things that started this year.
Oh wait, hang on, mate. I've still got my geese drop. You can do it.
Sorry. I thought you didn't
reel yourself back in one.
Sorry, I'll switch back from host mode and go back to listener mode.
I know we're not used to me providing content, but like,
it's true. You've got a couple of contents.
Got a bit of content. Got a couple of contents, mate. I'm coming in strong at 2023.
Wait, bruv, you got any content for sale?
Yeah, mate. What do you need?
Yeah, can I get 2 bags of content?
That's exactly the amount of content that I have, absolutely. 2 bags worth.
What's your geese job?
I heard this the other night. I was having a cigarette in the garden, and 2 lads were walking past my house, and I just heard one say to the other, "This is so good." I have to do the change in voices as well to match it.
Please do.
I wrote it like the voice changes as well. How much poom poom have you had, bro? You've had no poom poom.
You're saying poo poo?
Poom poom.
Oh, poom poom. Poo poo. Well, maybe he was talking to his child, and he maybe needed the toilet.
It was poom poom.
That's even better.
I'm under the assumption that it is slang for vagina.
When was this heard?
This was literally about 2 days. 2 days before Christmas, mate. They're just 2 lads walking down the street. How much poom poom have you had? You've had no poom poom.
I tell you how much poom poom you've had.
I'll tell you when you've had poom poom.
Sounds like a drink, doesn't it?
It's good. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of
like that
Kiora
drink.
It reminds me of Kiora for some reason.
Kiora. Now this isn't really a geese drop. Well, it kind of is. I'm gonna rephrase this. So someone I know someone I know who worked in a lady shop told me that she had a customer come in, an old lady, pick up an item of clothing and ask if it came in N-word brown.
No.
Excuse me, do you have this in N-word brown? We were discussing this at work, like, because one guy was like, well, many years ago, Negro would be referred to as like a color, but he's like, I've not heard anyone call it N-word brown.
Yeah. Just to reiterate as well, Greg's being nice when he says saying N-word. Like, she just came full out.
Oh yeah. She didn't say the actual phrase N-word. She used the N-word.
Oh God. How can you?
But she was like an old. But I think when she said an old dear, I still think she was old enough to know not to say that. How far do you? At some point, that's coming. If you're just dishing things out of that, someone at some point is gonna be like, they didn't even know how to react.
What do you say to that?
No, we don't.
Yeah. It's like it's one of those situations where if it was like a mockumentary, the camera would be on her. And it films her asking the question. When it pans to the person she's asking, they're black.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And they're just like, and the person just looks at the camera, just like.
I wonder if she still would have asked it that way if the lady if the lady in the shop, the bloody staff member had been black. Would she? Is it that
Could you
naive?
imagine?
Is it that naive that she still? Is it just pure? I'm not saying excuses, but is it that naive on her part that she still would have used that word and asked for N-word brown? So I keep saying N-word, N-word brown. Do you have this? Do you have this in N-word brown? Which is still
N-word brown to me sounds like a person.
It does sound like a person.
Oh
Mrs.
Lord,
Brown.
it's that N-word brown over there.
Or was it more just like, oh, I can say it because she's white? We're not going to know, are we? Like,
I feel like calling that woman naivety is too fucking nice on her part.
No. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm not saying she is.
No.
I'm not saying she is naive. I was just saying, if the sales assistant had been black, would she have still used that phrasing, but out of pure naivety, or would it be like, oh, let's upset this person, or was it a case of, oh, she's white, I can say it? I don't know. Who knows? Man. But still,
I don't know.
It doesn't even matter either way. It still should not have been said. But just the thought of going into a shop and asking someone if they have something in that color, in that shade.
Yeah.
Like it's not like paint at B&Q. Like, does she go in and ask for that? Like,
I can absolutely confirm that we do not mix the color. What's next?
I'm looking for a nice N-word brown varnish on my shelf. Excuse me. Fucking hell.
I don't suppose you've got Jewish white in a 5-litre tin, do you?
I'm looking for Cracker White.
Yeah, Cracker White.
That sounds like a cartoon character, doesn't it?
Cracker White sounds
Get
like
me Cracker White,
but like from Beano. It's like sounds like a Beano character.
Yeah, like hangs out with the Bash Street Kids or something.
Yeah, fucking right. He's one of the Bash Street Kids. Yeah. Let's fucking face it.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Anyway, I thought I'd drop that one in there because that was quite shocking to hear today.
God, we are off to a flying start in 2023, and long may it continue. Yeah.
So, what did you say earlier? You messaged me earlier. Oh, hold on a minute. A little person's just entered into the bedroom.
Hello,
Hi, Indiana.
Hello.
How's it going?
How's it going? Joe asked.
Good.
Happy New Year to you. You okay?
You okay, Indiana?
Yeah.
You have a nice day at school?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the podcast now. We're literally doing the podcast. And you've been talking on it. You can say hello to everyone that's listening. No, you got to say it. They can't see you. Just say hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Can you say? can you say you're listening to the All-Seeing Guys?
You're listening to the All-Seeing Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, sweetheart. All right, give me a kiss. All right, go back downstairs and see Mummy, and I'll be down shortly when I finish. Okay. Good girl.
See ya.
Bye bye. All right, there you go. That was a little guest visit.
She did that the funniest little run out the door.
Bye. I can't believe I didn't hear them come through the front door. My microphone, you can literally hear next door sneezing and walking around, but I didn't hear the front door open. Like,
oh, so where were we?
Sorry. So yes, where were we, Joe? What did you? Well, you messaged me earlier. You sent me a picture of a thing, and the story.
Yeah,
so
this actually.
I'd seen someone post about it on Facebook, but I hadn't.
I saw it was Luke Warren.
That's all I saw about it.
Originally, I saw Luke's status, and it mentioned what happens in this article, and he was just like, "I didn't have that on my 2023 bingo card," and I was like, "What the fuck has happened?" And
so that might be a good introduction for the story. I'm going to read his. If I'm going to read his post. Wanking Walrus stops fireworks. Didn't have that on my 2023 bingo card.
And he weren't wrong, because the article reads, UK town cancels New Year fireworks for Walrus, only for it to masturbate and leave.
The ultimate fuck you.
That is like, we are 3 days into the year, Greg. Understand this. We're 3 days in and we already have the top contender for headline of the year.
Well, did this happen which side of New Year, though? Did it happen?
I mean, they would have reported it on the 1st of January, I would assume.
Yeah, so did it happen on the last day of 2022?
Well, there is some information here that I have, and I'm happy to read for you and the audience.
Because if there were fireworks, I assume it meant it was New Year, right?
So basically what happened was, this all happened in Scarborough in the United Kingdom.
Scarborough, was it really?
It was amazing. Scarborough, yeah.
Hilarious.
Basically, a walrus climbed on shore in Scarborough. It says, a walrus on the shore of Scarborough, UK in December brought visitors from far and wide to view a magnificent marine mammal that was a long way from home.
I finally made it to Scarborough.
However, late-night visitors to Thor, as the walrus has been nicknamed, got ringside seats to an unexpected pinniped peep show. They've great writing on this fucking article, by the way. The wordplay is brilliant. Magnificent marine mammal.
Yeah, that's beautiful as well.
Bars.
Yeah.
Pinniped peep show. Oh.
Yeah.
Tickle my pen.
So they went to watch the walrus instead of fireworks.
So that's what I thought was the thing. I thought the way that the article read was just like, cancels fireworks so we could all go and look at this mammal, like look at this fucking giant fucking walrus. Sorry.
Yeah.
And just like, and I was like, well, that's weird. But no. So basically, because this walrus was not supposed to be there, and it just kind of sort of shored up, and obviously because it being New Year,
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
It's supposed to be here today. So basically they cancelled their plans to host fireworks for New Year's Eve, because what they were doing was they didn't want to affect the walrus or like startle it with a load of fucking explosions. Because, this walrus was in World War II. It didn't want to sort of have flashbacks.
PTSD,
to the Blitz,
It's like shooting people thinking they're Nazis.
Basically, to preserve, it says here, Thor's trip to Scarborough saw the town cancel its New Year's Eve fireworks display in order to protect the mammal, a move that was celebrated by many for prioritising the well-being of wildlife over human entertainment. Fair play.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
The walrus first made an appearance on December 30th, after which a cordon was set off to keep him safe. At some point during his rest stop, it seems the animal felt no pressure from many watching eyes as it began masturbating with its flipper. You might think the behaviour crass, but it's common across many wild species. Thor could have been congratulated for practicing such... Thor could even be congratulated for practicing some restraint, as some walruses have been observed practicing oral sex on themselves.
I sure have seen a lot of things, but I never seen a walrus masturbate.
This is a great article, because they're also teaching you things about walruses.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Shout out, who's the article published by? What source are you reading from?
I've got this here as IFL Science.
Oh, there you go. That's because it's science. Brilliant.
There you go. Teaching you some shit. Masturbation has also been observed amongst wild primates, horses, and squirrels. Some animals have been observed using objects to get the job done, like this wild chimp that got creative by discarded plastic bottles. I'll save you the video on that one, in all honesty. So yeah, basically, a walrus rocked up to Scarborough, had a wank, and then bailed.
Man, can we? I like the idea of the artwork being us as like tusk-like walruses, like the film Tusk. Since I can pixelate some masturbating, and then just call it science, bitch.
Or just us like standing there with sparklers whilst the walrus just wanks.
Yeah. We're just like,
Or just me covered in walrus spunk. Slightly harder to pixelate that one. I like you setting you a
yeah, Jesus. That's mental. That's crazy, man. That's so fucking
mad.
Wow. I wonder if they talked about it at the local school and stuff. Now we all know what happened here. Then we are over the Christmas, the holidays, and New Year.
So kids, today we've got Thor coming in to explain exactly what he was doing on New Year's Eve. He's
going to be showing us some tips.
Just Thor.
You notice how his other flippers tickling his arsehole. That's all to make.
It's not a move that it's not a common one, but some people do like it.
That's hilarious. Walrus's wank. Wow.
Can I also just say that the Wanking Walrus sounds like a pub name?
Oh, it does sound like a pub. I like that a lot.
Imagine walking in and there's just a massive walrus behind the bar.
Man,
wanking
someone
off.
better put up a pop-up bar down on this fucking bit of fucking coast and call it that. And call it the Wanking Walrus.
That
I mean, it can't be any worse. We did at the episode 3, I think, how long ago. We did all the weird
pub names.
We did pub names, and there was that bucket of blood, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
There's
so Wanking Walrus, fucking go for it, mate.
The Wanking Walrus,
it's more friendly.
I think it sounds like a Harry
Potter.
You
could open a chain of like local diners and stuff.
But it's all like No. You can do the Wanking Walrus.
It's like all family like cartoon images, but the walrus wanking with a big smile.
My idea was that it's a chain, but every single pub has a different animal and a different name for masturbation in it. So it's like the flogging fox.
The flogging fox. Oh, that is good. That is good.
The creaming cow. All those kind of.
I'm struggling to think of different words for wanking. About the masturbating monkey or the masturbating mammal.
I've got an even better question.
The hand hurling human.
I've got an even better question for you. What animal would you least like to see masturbate?
I mean, I know
your answer.
I know what my answer is going to be, but for a second, what first popped in my head was I was going to go with horse. But then I was like, wait a minute, how would they? If they sit on their bum and use their hooves? And after a while, I was like, I'd actually quite like to know how they do it, so I would like to see that. Well, of course, it would of course be a sloth.
Mate, because the sloth is going to look at you and it's going to be the slowest,
that weird grin.
Slowest tug. It's just going to be...
Yeah, it'll be slow, yeah. Everyone will be like, oh, that... Yeah, it will be. Just the smile, the slow movement. But the thing is, sloths are more scarier when it rains, when they're wet.
Oh god!
So if it started raining mid wank, it would get less. I'd still find it weird, but I'm sure some people would find it cute. But it would start turning quite horrific, quite horrifying, pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely, quite easily, I think.
Yeah, I think. So.
As soon as I saw that article, I was just like, remember to ask Greg what animal he would least like to watch masturbate.
Well, that's a good thing to start. So I've been trying to find, just so not to, because obviously it's been a shit fucking year, really.
2022? Yeah,
and we probably say that all the time. So I was trying to find
I always just assumed that when people said 2022's been shit, it's because they're just like their only characteristic is politics. So I just assumed that was the reason.
I was trying to find like a list of like positive news for the year. I remember doing this last year, maybe or the year before, but I was trying to find some positive news, and I literally ended up on a website called Positive News. And it's literally I struggled to find, but this has like a bunch. Although all the lists I saw was like 8 positive things that happened, 8 good things that happened. This one is 25.
And you disagreed with them all.
Well, I don't disagree, but they're all similar. So it says number 1, they've said, is the energy paradigm shifted. Two things happened this year that changed energy forever. First was Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and the West's subsequent dash to wean itself off Russian gas by ramping up the renewables. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good thing.
Does sound fairly all right.
But I mean, guess moving that. But U.S. physicists cracked one of the nuclear fusion's biggest mysteries, bringing the prospect of near limitless low carbon energy a step closer. So that is a good thing.
Nice.
But then,
okay.
but then the number two's, climate politics ramped up. Okay. Number three.
Oh, this is all very serious. I thought you were just going to be
I
like,
know,
it's all just like,
it does change.
A kitten was stuck in a Pringle can.
Number three's like climate move. Climate. Like basically gets added to agendas, and research gave us tackling climate crisis. Then we get to business show. I was like, this one's about small businesses. Businesses showed climate leadership. Oh, it's still about okay.
Greg, are you on like climate.org or something?
No, I'm not. They're really pushing it though. Some lost species returned and others bounced back. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Beavers, bison, and pelicans were among the species identified as having bucked the trend by the Wildlife Comeback Report. There you go. That's pretty good news, isn't it?
All right.
I'm happy about that.
Okay.
I've
never seen a beaver. You ever seen a beaver?
No, not probably at a zoo, maybe.
I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen otters. Love an otter.
There were some big Alzheimer breakthroughs, but I was trying to look for those sort of stories that you were probably expecting me to
Alzheimer's.
read.
Was it Alzheimer's breakthroughs?
Number 15. Yeah, Alzheimer's. What did I say?
No. This is exactly what Auschwitz. There was some Auschwitz development. I hope not.
See, number 15. They literally put themselves in here. Positive news made the news. They were invited to appear on the BBC World News to discuss findings and highlight the importance of balancing negative stories and stories about solutions.
Dick some more, why don't you?
There was progress on female representation, and to prove that, they've got a photo of a female lines woman, I guess, from the World Cup. Gay rights were strengthened. Yeah. Okay. Nations got serious about plastic pollution. Okay.
You're just like, yeah.
Countries thought creatively about protecting culture. Yeah, okay.
Is that what they're calling the war against Ukraine?
Number 20. So I've literally skipped through all of these, and
I don't blame you.
Number 20 though was some places the 4-day week went mainstream. Of course, because a lot of workplaces did that, didn't they?
Yeah, but like not. They make that sound like 20% of the world fucking got on the border with it, and it's like it's not. It's like about 3 countries.
In September, a groundbreaking 4-day week pilot got the thumbs up from almost 9 out of 10 firms taking part, with 86% saying they plan to keep the new model.
There.
Repair shops and circular economy went mainstream. That's good. Low carbon flights prepared for takeoff. There you go. Hydrogen trains took to the rails. Then they striked. Europe entered a new golden era for night trains.
I'm on a night train.
Night train. So
night trains, eh?
I thought there might have been. I wonder if there were. Let's see. Funny things in 2022. Oh, I don't. Want,
you know what? No, you know what you need.
It's just going to bring up the. It's just bring up the best memes.
It's just going to bring up. You need the Metro website because they've got that like funny section for like fucking shit.
Yeah, I do look at that one sometimes.
It's good for weird. It is pretty decent for weird stuff.
They have a whole section called weird, don't they?
Mm-hmm. That's where I learned about the whole what do you call it? The crazy religious lady who killed her 2 kids and went to Hawaii or some shit. That's where I found it in that section.
Okay, so this is I'm on a website, Relevant Magazine, and they have the funniest stories in 2022. And first one we have here is. A youth pastor was a youth pastor. Hey, I'm the new pastor in town.
Yeah,
youth
I'm pretty
pastor
cool.
Was fired for handing out I Heart Hot Youth Pastor bracelets.
How fucking more obvious? How fucking more
smooth,
obvious?
Mate.
It's like, do you remember
smooth.
Do you remember the TV show? What was it? It was was it American Anarchist, or it was the mockumentary about the kid who drew dicks on everyone's fucking cars.
Oh, American
at school.
Graffiti, not American Graffiti.
No,
Vandalism.
it's not, yeah.
Vandalism.
American Vandal. American Vandal.
Vandal.
And there's there is a sorry, you can probably hear my fucking craft side is jangling about. I'm trying to get one out. That'll go on it. There's like a young teacher, and you can very, very clearly tell that he's like wants the fucking kids to think he's hot, and then just ends up fired, and he's just really fucking like passive aggressive about it. He's like, oh no, it's okay, you got me. You only just
got me.
Lost my job. It's fine. It's alright. I'm a YouTuber now. So,
one lady, Carly Blackburn, submitted her edible resume to Nike on a cake.
I hate people.
Doesn't say if she got the job or not.
How are they? Well, I'll tell you why. Because someone took the slice where her fucking phone number was, and they couldn't fucking call her. Don't do that. Don't make a cake. How many cakes has she got just with her resume on it?
These aren't really funny stories. There's barely any.
Is it just making you realise that everyone is a cunt?
It just makes me realise that everyone was really struggling to say good things about 2022, really. Is all
So what we've actually done is return to our original point that 2022 wasn't very good.
What a weird... That's not even 2022, that was the year before. Yeah, not really much really to say, really, about 2022 then. There you go. I mean, about going down weird, crazy celebrity routes, but we don't want that. I know, obviously, I did earlier look for a list of like stars we lost in 2022. Then I was like, I don't know.
We've done it before.
Go through it. We've done it. We used to do it every year, but I think last year we didn't do it because we didn't do it after. I don't think we've done it since COVID because
not since COVID. No,
the first lockdown because obviously loads of people died, and we were just like, let's not read out all the celebrities that we kind of half know.
Yeah, it doesn't. We can't just say the celebrities and just not leave out the 65,000 fucking English people that just fucking died to an illness because our government doesn't know what to fucking do.
I was meant to say earlier, not that it's breaking news, but I visited Wendy's in Kingston yesterday.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to London with Indiana to spend her because I've not seen much of Indiana really, just because I've been going to Essex to do Red 5 work, or I'm at work and it's just been manic at Christmas and stuff. Like I've not really had a day of Indiana for ages, and I was off yesterday and she didn't go back to school till today, so we had a day off together. Lizzie was back to work. And I was like, I'll take her up London, spend our Christmas money. We'll go to Hamleys, we'll go to Disney Store, but obviously train strike was just
train strikes
everything.
Every time.
And it was like, well then, we can't do that. So we ended up just going to Kingston, which isn't, not that exciting. But Indiana didn't really mind. She's still 2 toy shops there.
Still just out of fucking the house.
Yeah. She went. She had a McDonald's. I didn't want a McDonald's. I was like, you can have your McDonald's, and you can come across the road to Wendy's with me and watch me try Wendy's. And it definitely was the right call because I had a chat with Indiana while she was eating her McDonald's. I was like, Indiana, do you really like this, or is it just because you get the toy in the Happy Meal? And she was like, no, I like the taste. And I'm like, but Indiana, look at these chips. They're all floppy.
Yeah,
like
good.
They're not hot, really. They're never really hot.
Which is surprising because they are literally like, you literally see them take them from fucking fryer to area with light bulbs.
Sat on the side, right? But I was like, they're floppy. They're usually cold. They're just a bit soggy. I was like, when I was younger, I remember them being a lot nicer. But they're just like this.
But then again, is that
real?
Is that you being younger and just being like fucking McDonald's? It's like, it's the thing that my parents say I can never have and I need it. Like,
yeah, I definitely have memories of having McDonald's and literally picking up straight chips, like stayed straight, and like scooping them up in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, 100%.
But now they're all just floppy. So I'm just like, anyway, I was saying, and she was like, but I like how they taste. And I'm like,
fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, we went across.
I believe you.
We went across into Wendy's. And I ordered a meal, and I got the Baconator burger.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. And when I was choosing it, when you do the meal, I got the Baconator burger, and you have a choice. You can get like large fries, or like a pot of chili, or you can get like cheesy chips or chili chip, like chips with actual. Not when I say chili chips, not just thrown in the bag with some dust and shaken, like chili.
Yeah. like a loaded fries.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, it was really, really good choices. But I just got chips. Indiana tried one. She agreed they were very nice. But yeah, the burger was really fucking nice. Like, it was big. It was not. I really enjoyed it.
That's what you want, man. Like, you want something a bit more like Burger King. Like, just I know it's like
it kind of had
next...
that Five Guys taste to it. The burger actually, like
Burger King was always like second best to McDonald's, but it has the better fucking burgers.
And usually 9 times out of 10 better chips in terms of them being crispy and actual chips.
Oh mate, I used to just go to Burger King just for the chips. I used to just go in, just be like, portion of chips, please, and it's just like
I missed that one at Waterloo, man.
Mate, I missed the one in Kingston.
Yeah,
it was a shithole, but oh god,
it was a shithole. It was
a bacon double cheeseburger on a fucking Sunday at work when you're fucking hanging at work on Sunday after a night down the pub. Fuck yeah.
The Baconator's basically that, but with probably a bit more meat in it, because they've got their square burgers, aren't they? They're square.
Yeah.
But and there's definitely, I think I had like 2 or 3 burgers in mind with like different kinds of bacon. Some of it was crispy, some of it wasn't, some of it was chewy. That was really nice. And so I don't know what sauce was in there, but it was banging.
Nice.
It was really good.
Very nice.
Yeah, I enjoy it. As far as a fast food place goes, I would happily go there now, probably over McDonald's, if it was just me going to get something to eat.
Fuck yeah, 100, mate. I'll go anywhere but McDonald's. I'll only go to McDonald's for breakfast. Like, if Wendy's do breakfast, then fucking sweet.
I didn't check that, so I told someone at work. I told one of the managers today that I went to Wendy's and had a Baconator, and I was literally just called Baconator the whole day. There he is, the Baconator.
Love it.
Have you heard Greg's story? He had a Baconator. It's really good. It's a really good story.
You had the story about Greg having a burger.
So I was, the Baconator, or they usually call me Sir Gregor. So I was, for a little bit today, I was Sir Gregor of Baconator.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's good.
So yeah, when I was also in Kingston yesterday, I saw they finally opened that cinema at the top of Bental Centre.
Yeah.
A nice little fancy cinema up there. But they've also got a pizza kitchen in there called Pizza Kitchen.
Is it because there's a company called California Pizza Kitchen in California?
Right.
Obviously, so I'm assuming it's not that. It's probably
I don't think it's
kitchen.
that. No.
Okay.
I didn't look at the menu or anything. I went to look at the cinema, which is like up some stairs, but downstairs is all this big pizza restaurant.
There's also the Franco Mancha place as well. I feel like we should
High Street, yeah.
I feel like we should go and maybe have a little day out in Kingston having pizza, Greg.
I would like to go. Yeah, that sounds good, actually. Yeah, we could do that.
I'm just saying, if you want to do Indiana Eats with
yeah.
Joe,
yeah, with a pizza, I'll be up for that.
Fuck yeah, let's go on a pizza crawl.
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Let's go out and we'll do a pizza crawl of that and Surburn, because obviously we have to go to the Antelope and try their pizza as well.
Yes, we do. Yes,
let's have a pizza crawl.
I'm well up for a pizza crawl.
Fuck yeah! Okay, all right, sweet.
So yeah. I would say, because I'm having some audio issues this side now.
No problem.
And I've also got Indiana here.
I can literally just see a pair of legs just kicking.
Oh, Indiana, yeah, she's watching the iPad.
But yeah, we're starting to crackle away.
Bring that to the end of the episode. Everyone, thanks for listening. We'll be back next episode with plenty more things going on, no doubt. We'll see what the rest of 2023 has in store for us.
I'm feeling good. I felt like this was a good fun episode.
Oh, I had lots of fun.
I'm already feeling good about it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I've been Greg. How much poom poom you had, Armstrong?
Oh, you motherfucker! I was going to have that, but then I was like, well, he can't say wanking walrus in front of his daughter, so I've been Joe the wanking walrus Jackson.
Yeah!
Holla!
Bye.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.